Hello, I'm Richard Jack Smith of Real Talk Movie Reviews. Finally, at long last, after much soul searching and numerous drafts, here are my top 10 favourite movies of all time. Do you know what's missing in the new millennium? Camaraderie. No, Avengers doesn't count with its Royal Rumble of superheroes standing around posing on markers of less than inspired dialogue. However, there's one motion picture where a group of protagonists display true charisma and chemistry. In Walter Hill's The Warriors, these men are not heroes, but gang members. They are highly resourceful, especially when random encounters with other gangs turn violent. These are people from the street who know how to handle themselves. Their superpowers, if you like, are entirely instinctive and based on trust. While Hill figured out the formula and caused something of a riot, it's difficult to sense a pulse in those CGI imitations. The Seahawk proves worth it for the great opening battle, a captivating romance between Thorpe and Donna Maria, Brenda Marshall, and Flora Robeson, who, next to Betty Davis, embodies the monarch like few actresses before or since. Her Majesty grows weary that a Spanish armada might soon invade. However, she sends Captain Geoffrey Thorpe, Errol Flynn, to find out more. Enchanting music by Eric Wolfgang Korngold completes the spell. The As Good As It Gets screenplay by James L. Brooks and Mark Andrus, best of the 1990s. When I think of the term character arc, that's how I think of Jack Nicholson's performance in this. He starts off so curmudgeonly and horrible to people, and when he's forced to look after his neighbour's dog, it changes him. He becomes a better person. It doesn't happen overnight, and he still insults people, insults his neighbour, insults the waitress who goes on this trip to Baltimore with him. Jack Nicholson was sublime in this, and Helen Hunt was his equal. Greg Kinnear often gets overlooked, even though he was Oscar nominated. I think Variety described his performance as decent, but I thought he was really very good in this. And Cuba Gooding Jr., even though he's not in the entire movie, was excellent too. The dog, Verdell, a treasure, just wonderful. The thing that remains incredible about King Kong is Kong himself. He has charm, he goes on a rampage, and with Steiner's music in his corner, he's virtually unstoppable until that is he falls for Fay Wray. And for 1933, the special effects are not only innovative, they still hold up. Stop motion was groundbreaking. King Kong earns the status of masterpiece precisely because it was the first at many things and did it better than many of its imitators. The longest film on this list, at approximately 4 hours and 40 minutes, Fritz Lang's Die Nibelungen, earns every second of its duration. Taking his time, Lang ignites this narrative of heroism and love, betrayal and vengeance. It's one of the great ones, folks. Compelling characters, a rousing display of special effects and editing, as well as note-perfect performances, place Die Nibelungen ahead of most silent productions. Speed, it's speed. The definitive move when it comes to pacing. You want to know how to edit a motion picture and make it exciting from start to finish? Watch Jan de Bont's Speed. Dennis Hopper just rips through the screen as Howard Payne, the mad bomber who rigs a bus which, once it goes 50 miles per hour, is armed. If it drops below 50, it blows up. Keanu Reeves hopes to save these passengers on board, as well as Sandra Bullock. In the movie, Mark Mancini's score works splendidly, less so on CD, but this is a breakneck, groundbreaking experience which surpasses even the lofty heights of Die Hard. It was Oscar nominated, it won for sound and sound editing, it lost film editing to Forrest Gump. There was a lot of love for Forrest Gump that year, what can I say? But I love Speed. It would have been my choice for multiple awards, especially cinematography and Best Picture. I love it. Without Snow White and the genius of Walt Disney and his animators, it would have taken much longer for the animated feature film to get going. I think my favourite sequence has always been the transformation of the Queen into the Witch. I am still in awe of this sequence. Even reading about it, there are still many secrets which I feel are hidden inside of it. Music and songs are fantastic. It's a musical in small doses. It has drama, humour, fantastic characters in the dwarves, dopey, just simply unforgettable. A beautiful case study for acting, The Miracle Worker displays two world-class examples with Anne Bancroft and Paddy Duke. Stage experience allowed them to perfect their roles, so one could say it was merely a case of turning on the camera and capturing the magic. Except that director Arthur Penn and editor Aram Avakian refused to play fast and loose. A tighter construct would be pretty hard to find, as Avakian seamlessly moves between setups. This is match cutting at its most sublime. Indeed, Helen Keller's story proves beyond compelling. Born without sight or hearing, her world was dark, even chaotic. Yet teacher Annie Sullivan knew that making Helen understand one word and its context could change everything. Seeing this play out, even after numerous viewings, never ceases to amaze and fascinate me. Vangelis rings and we answer. Everything in Los Angeles 2019 appears Rembrandt reflective. Shadows blend into light, moulding sculptures in the neon lobbies. Spinners glow as mechanised insects, iridescent and lived in. A police station houses the library of sheer ultimatums. Accept the contract or perish. Harrison Ford as Deckard cannot leave the life which ruined him. Hunting hurts him more than the mark itself. A city of lights, advertising, made up faces, multiple tongues, and endless rain. Blade Runner, with its voiceover and original ending, happens to be my favourite version. Without that voice, it's barren and impersonal. Well, The Quiet Man is my favourite movie, just one of the most beautiful pictures ever made, funny, romantic, one of the greatest fight scenes between John Wayne and Victor McLaglen, a timeless love story, Maureen O'Hara just fantastic, straight down the line the entire cast from Ward Bond to Barry Fitzgerald, incredible, great music, dun 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 dun. And John Ford just bringing this romantic story into our hearts. This is my favourite movie now and forever. That's my final word on it. The Quiet Man. And actually it was my grandfather's favourite movie as well. And it's a great way to remember him. I remember just watching the film with him and him being so moved but by the humour and the love in this film. It's just a beautiful thing.